How's it going, Aries people? It's August 2019. We're going to do a love reading for you for August and as we close out the remaining of the summer. Also, really quick, I just wanted to introduce this lovely lady. Her name is Astro Synergy. That's what she goes by on YouTube. She's here on YouTube. Here's a link to her page. Also, this will all be in the description as well, so you can go ahead and find the information there as well. But first, I just want to go through a couple things about her. She's started her channel this year. She's got quite a following already. She's really great. I mean, her readings are an hour and a half long most of the time. She does them monthly for each zodiac sign. She uses more than just the tarot. And she does like 2 parts of her readings. They're very in-depth and very interesting. She's very insightful. I mean, she's super original. You don't know anyone else who does readings like this. You should really go check her out because she really puts in a lot of effort, a lot of time and dedication into this channel that she has going. So go ahead and check her out. Her name's Astro Synergy. Go check her out. I really recommend her. You guys are going to love her. So just go show her some love. And also, on top of that, if you like these videos, subscribe, like, share, comment. I'll always comment back. And so, with that being said, let's get into the reading. Alright. So this is for love. Oops. August 2019 for Aries. Let's see what's going on with you guys. Because Astro Synergy is in Aries as well. So that's why I'm doing this one first. Looks like there's some love situations going on. So there could be a beginning with somebody else, possibly a Cancer, quite possibly a Cancer. There's a lot of love there. It could be a pregnancy, but it could also just mean, that it's a beginning of something, like the birth of a new relationship or a friendship even. But there is a lot of care in the situation, so that's good. So yeah, what else do we have going on? Let's see. Well, it looks like along with that beginning, where there's a lot of love, it's obvious. There's also opportunity. You could have met this person at work or within the workplace, or either that or this person has a lot of money, possibly, but also you guys kind of would see an opportunity within each other to be together or to be closer, to get to know each other, that kind of thing. And if this isn't Cancer, then it's just you're taking your time with this one. You're taking your time, you're not trying to rush anything. You're kind of just trying to figure out if this is the right thing or not, nothing's rushed. But a beginning is definitely in the potential of what this is. And, it's undecided. I think that kind of goes along with this card too, with the Chariot, because I don't really see Chariot as a card of taking action. I see it more before you take action. Trying to see which way to go, which way to take action. Trying to just assess the situation before you take that action. Being careful, and wise about it. And just, paying attention to what's going on and not rushing anything. And it's kind of undecided. For some reason you might have kind of an uneasy feeling about this person. Now that could be because of your past. That could also just be because they kind of give you a weird feeling. And it could be for any reason really. But I have a feeling you're not really aware what it is at this time. Like you're not even really sure what it is, but you just are kind of being cautious. It's not a bad idea. There's structure. I see it as, as far as we could see, somewhat of a healthy person or bond that it would be. I don't see anything kind of hectic, crazy, or unhealthy as of yet. So let's keep going with this. Also, this could be that you're trying to have more structure in your life, or you're taking authority over your life. It's also your card, Aries, so that, I feel like, kind of just goes along with exactly what, that is that you're having more structure and you're taking authority. And, fire and water. How would that go? You never know. I've known I've known Aries and Cancer relationships. They were crazy, but, it can happen. It can happen. So yeah, like I said, it could have been somebody you met at work. You're taking your time with this. See, it's just you're having to wait and be patient. You're not trying to rush anything. That's, you know, a good omen to the relationship. Also, just something that, you know, this could have been something that kind of just came out of nowhere and hit you unexpectedly, and it just kind of happened, and it was completely unexpected and kind of just like happened. So that's kind of cool when that happens. Also, this person, you know, new love coming in, giving you love, like sending those messages to you, and that's what I was worried about was this guy. So, okay, so this person, because whenever you see a Knight of Cups, I mean, you think it's, you know, messages of love, but also knights can be unreliable, you know, but, and then we have another knight right here, and this knight, the Knight of Wands, is known to kind of be a player, you know, and if not a player, then just someone who isn't trying to commit necessarily. So, you know, that's what we know for sure. Now, I feel like this could be your energy because it's fire and the other one's water, and we think that the other person may be a Cancer, but if they're not a Cancer, this is Virgo energy. But I'm seeing that Virgo energy is also, if it's not the person that you're currently after, or that this is talking about, then it's a moment of introspection, a period of introspection. I think, though, I feel like you've done that already. Like, I feel like that doesn't need to happen. Because whenever I see the Hermit, a lot of times I think, you know, it's advised to kind of take some time to yourself, figure out what you need to do, what you really are wanting, what you really are needing, before you kind of make any big decisions or move forward with a new relationship or anything, you know, any kind of big, you know, project or just something that's kind of going to change things or that you would think would change things, you know, before you put yourself into it completely. You know, decide if that's really what you want. And we have it here in the middle where it's said, you know, you're kind of undecided and then you're kind of taking your time with this one, you know, you're trying to see which way to go. So, I mean, I feel like that's part of it is that, like, it's still the undecided thing. You know, like, do you think about, is this really what you want? Because it's very likely that this person could be not really trying to commit to anything, even though they're sending you these messages or, you know, displaying these you know, grand gestures and saying these things to you that are so great. But, you know, just stay on your toes. Not like the Nine of Wands or anything. Don't be all paranoid, but, you know, it's very likely that some of you may have been hurt in the past, as most of us have. And so you're very cautious about this one. And I think that's a really good idea because, look, you know, and this could be you. Again, it could be both of you. But I'm feeling like, yeah, I mean, so for some of you, it'll be you, and for some of you, it'll be them. For some of you, it'll be both, of course. You know, this is going to go differently for everybody. But, you know, just keep those things in mind. And however it fits for you. There could be somebody from the past. So we just got done with Mercury retrograde, thank goodness. It can be a good thing. It kind of, you know, weans you off of anyone who, you know, it weeds out the people who weans you. It weeds out the people who you don't need in your life anymore. And so I wouldn't really expect to see the Four of Wands after that period is over. But we'll see what that's about right now. So that's interesting. Looking at this, it's like disappointment and someone left out in the cold. So that's like, you know, as we go further into this, there's a break. Someone's looking at their options. What other options do they have? And they may be looking at options that are unrealistic, sort of, you know, too good to be true kind of thing. So keep your eye on that. Also, you know, we start here with a reunion. So is this someone from your past or is this someone from, you know, is this someone that you're reconnecting with from the past, or is it someone completely from the past who you are really just trying to start anew with? Maybe you see them, maybe you start something, maybe you're considering that. And, you know, you're interested, though, in what you want. You know, you want to get your way, and not necessarily in a greedy way, but just in a way of, like, you know what you want. You're not really trying to screw around anymore or do anything stupid or crazy or, like, you know, stupid, like, not smart, just adventurous for the fuck of it, and it doesn't really go anywhere. You know, you're trying to get more serious about your life at this point. I feel like there's a lot going on, or there's a lot that's gone on, to where you're just at a point that you, maybe, you know, this is kind of you know, more the Hermit, you know, you're kind of just really trying to figure it out. And you're not trying to do anything that's going to get you into some trouble that you've been in, you know, the last years of your life. But just keep in mind that there is some kind of disappointment within these options that you feel that you have and you might want to be taking action toward. So just be mindful of that they may be unrealistic or too good to be true. If it feels too good to be true, just remember what I said, and do with that what you will. But just keep that in mind that could be too good to be true. Also, this is after some kind of a rest period or break. So remember, the Hermit there is kind of a rest period, right? And it's, introspection moment, a moment of introspection, a period of introspection. So this reunion, I feel like it comes after a break. So are we talking about two different people here now? In the beginning we had that Cancer person or whoever it is, maybe it's not a Cancer, but for some of you it is. And so whoever that person is, I feel like, whatever this break is, then this person comes back from the past. So is that the case, or is it just that this person you had a break with and now they're coming back? So some of you, it could have been the new person you already broke up with, or they broke up with you, or you took a break. Maybe it didn't get off the ground, because with the Empress here, it's like it wanted to, but maybe it didn't. Maybe it just didn't for some reason. And maybe this is that unexpected thing that happened. Just kind of shifted a lot, shifted the whole kind of feel of the whole relationship. So now you're at a point where, it was very disappointing. Someone's feeling left out in the cold. So either this is, you feel disappointed that break happened, or you feel disappointed and left out in the cold, and then this reunion with this person comes along. So after that, we have not giving or taking any offers. So that's kind of a good idea, because these are kind of unrealistic offers. And also at the same time, though, you're wanting to take action now toward what? Is there children involved? The Empress was right here, so it's possible that you could have had a child. Some of you, that was a pregnancy. Maybe you're just more focused on your child now, is what it's saying. Being that caring mother, that caring parent that a child needs, that every child deserves. You're looking for opportunity. And yeah, it's like you're being very honest about what you're doing, and you're trying to be honest with yourself, is what I feel like the Queen of Swords energy is there. I feel like this does have a lot to do with the child, but for those of you who it was not a pregnancy in the beginning, this could just be that you're being very generous. The generous, caring Queen of Cups, and that's something that's really working for you. That's what you're more concerned with at this time. So maybe you're volunteering, or you're kind of, maybe it's even just self-care, but you're not really interested in, really anything but that, is what I feel for some of you, okay? What is this going on? Yeah. Okay. So what comes out here? So, yeah. Alright, so some of you, it's like this. In order to have this happy family feeling, it's like you're done putting up a fight. You don't want to fight, you don't want any more drama, and not like happy family feeling necessarily with another person, or any, children or anything necessarily. It could just be, with the group of people, or with your family, your actual family, just whoever is in your circle. This also could be with somebody that you're in a relationship with, since we are talking about love. But mostly I just feel like, that feeling of having like good friends and good family and good support systems around you is something that you really want. And in order to get that, you have to stop fighting, you have to stop, you have to start really trying to make things work between you and the people who matter to you. And so that's something you're more concerned with than fighting at this point, or trying to, be against, or not like you're trying to be against, but it's just like whatever's happening, you realize that you need to kind of just accept things for how they are if you want things to go smoothly, because you love these people or this person, and you really just want to be getting along. So something comes out here. It's that you want to take action, and everything kind of comes full circle, and this is where you want to be, the peace of mind. You want to be having a harmonious atmosphere. So I feel like this is really just you. There's a lot of healing in this month for you. There's a lot of healing and recovery and renewal. And along with that, you really are trying to understand yourself to a point where I think you've understood that really what you want at this point is just to be happy. So that's what you're trying to aim for, and I feel like that's where you're going to be as long as you focus on that. Don't let anyone else kind of lead you astray, because that could get very messy, and of course, usually it's just a waste of time. And it's very damaging at certain times, you know, with certain relationships we're in. It can be very damaging. Okay, we got the Council in reverse. Here's what she looks like upright. But yours is reversed, so I'll show you how that works. So first of all, get our little book. Alright, so the Council. The Essence. The Council are the luminous beings who hold the collective wisdom of humanity. They are the ones before whom you will do your life review when you cross into the world of spirit. A life review is when we place our good and our bad deeds on a divine scale and attempt to explain why we did not love, or forgive, or dare as greatly as we might have. Know that their wisdom is available to you at all times when you live in a state of yes, in an unconditional relationship with life. They remind you of your place around a sacred fire, which has been reserved for you since the beginning of time. You will claim it when you own your inner wisdom. Okay, so that kind of goes along with what we were talking about in this reading, right? It's like you guys know what you want to do and you're going to do what you're going to do. I love that about Aries. I really admire that about you guys, by the way. That you're able to kind of just go about life and know what you want. You know, not afraid to really say what you want and how to get that. You know, it's like, kind of like there's no other way, you know? It's pretty cool. And also your wisdom, you know, the Hermit. You're trying to just really figure out how to make your life peaceful and harmonious and less, you know, struggle. So it's a pretty wise thing, you know. And, you know, you're taking your time with things. So since it's in reverse, we're going to do the medicine. If it were upright, we'd do the invitation. But we're going to do the medicine since you're in reverse. So here we go. You are never alone. Turn to the Council to find the guidance you need. Turn to the Council to find the guidance you seek, and listen to the voice that arises spontaneously. Turn a deaf ear to that nagging voice from your ego that tells you that you are not up for the task before you. Create a spiritual feast for the Council. Invite them to your altar every time you meditate or pray. Nice. I like that. So there you go, Aries. I hope you enjoyed that reading. That's for August 2019 regarding love. Like and subscribe. Check out Astro Tarot Synergy on YouTube. She's amazing. That's my girl. And I'll see you guys next month, alright? Bye-bye.